What's up, everybody? What's up? It is the 14th of November, and what a day, what a day, what a day. It is, we're seeing about 10 to 15% drops all over the place. And what does this mean? We got to cue the music here, guys. Extremely sad here. All the bloodshed. Pour one out for the homies here. Look at this, guys. 11% drop, 14% drop. Bitcoin Cash being hit probably the hardest here. Ethereum Classic, I don't know who's in Ethereum Classic still. Pour one out, guys. This is what a time to be alive. What a time to be alive. But you'll be happy that you stayed because what did we predict? Well, from the get-go, we predicted that it would be 5,200. Yesterday I said 5,500. Obviously a little bit more optimistic there, and then it went all the way down to 5,500. I didn't think that we were going to have $1,000 drop in one day, but we did, and that's just the reality of the situation. We said it was going to hit 5,500 yesterday. Okay, I didn't think it was going to happen in one day, but our support structure right now. Let's go on over to TradingView, and remember what I said yesterday on TradingView. Just all the garbage bullshit on TradingView. These quote unquote experts. Hold on, where's this guy? Where's this guy, Wave Trader? I don't want to put him on blast, but I'm going to, because people need to learn. Where is this? Where's this guy? This guy got 20,000 views. He was ranked number one yesterday. Let's try finding him. People. I think this is the guy. Just complete garbage here, guys. Just complete garbage. Reputation has over 2 million views, almost 3 million views, and this guy thought we were going to hit 30,000 in 3 months, right? 30,000 in 3 months. Yeah, it's a travesty right now, a huge travesty. One second, guys. I'm having a little bit of technical difficulty. Give me 1 second here, guys. I apologize for this. Wow. Alright. Anyways, apparently my computer wants to restart, but I'm going to force it down. So, give me 30 seconds here, guys. 1 second. Back. My apologies, guys. I'll cut that out of the video later. That was my bad. Apparently, my computer just wanted to restart here, but that's okay. So let's go over to BTC USD. Hopefully, you guys could hear me all right. Push it to mine. Let's hide this indicator, and let's not ever use Bitfinex ever. Let's go to Coinbase or Kraken. So wow, so we jumped up a little bit here. Actually, I was talking to my friend Dylan, I don't know if anyone's ever goes to the conferences. I was talking to my friend Dylan. I sold almost 60% of my Bitcoin at 6,000. Some of it in Tether transactions. Um, Actually, very small amounts of Tether transactions, mostly in Trust Token, TUSD. So and some in fiat. But then I bought back at around 84 as soon as I saw that 4-hour signal kind of break off here, and it's already back at 56. So made a lot of money here. So uh, I don't want to pat myself on the back, but there's money to be made, or not money to be made, but there's Bitcoin to be made on these downtrended markets, right? I wouldn't say fiat worthy. Still in fiat, I think everyone is down on fiat unless you withdrew completely. But you know, it's a steep hill. And what do we think about this? Is most likely this is probably the cause for all this is the Bitcoin Cash dilemma. Honestly, Craig Wright has hijacked this entire space, claiming that he's fake Satoshi. So he's claiming that he's Satoshi, and the devs aren't supporting Bitcoin Cash. We don't know what's going to happen with the actual fungibility of Bitcoin Cash, and it is ridiculously rampant manipulation right now. And you can see this huge dump in the market, massive dump in the market. Over on every single exchange, and it's frustrating to see. But everyone thought on the Cryptosomniac Advantage side that it wasn't very smart to short like this, or wasn't very smart to go long in an area like this. We have no specific strategic bullish movement whatsoever, and everyone was saying, hey, bulls are coming, bulls are coming, bulls are coming. But you have to be somewhat modest when it comes to this. I mean, like, let's go take a look at the daily RSI. And so I'm going to zoom all the way out on the daily RSI, and I'm going to draw a little line of where we're at right now. So we hit our all-time low RSI, on Coinbase. So in the history of Coinbase transactions, going back all the way to 2015, we hit our all-time low on the daily RSI. What the hell does that mean? That means we are incredibly oversold. We are incredibly oversold. So what's going to happen after the fork? We'll talk about that later. But the fork is essentially Bitcoin Cash, Roger Ver style, yelling at your computer screen, yelling all the time. And there was Bitcoin Cash SV, or the smart contract enabled Bitcoin Cash. Both, I think, are bullshit because they don't have any amount of throughput availability. I think RSK is better than both of those, and RSK is a sidechain solution for Bitcoin smart contracts. Look it up. It's called Rootstock. RSK for short. That's what's happening right now with Bitcoin Cash, and the whole market is, I think, essentially suffering, or it's a catalyst to the market suffering down to this $5,200 mark, down to this $5,000 mark, down to this potentially $4,800 mark. Where do we think we're going to go from here? I'm not going to be overly optimistic here. I think we could go down a little bit further. Could we have hit this bottom at 54? Well, that's what I bought back in, is at 54. And then I have stop losses set if it ever gets below 54. So right now my stop loss is set at around 54.50. So at least I would secure $50 of profit per every Bitcoin I'm trading in and out of. So I sold at 6,000, bought back at 54, and now we're sitting at 54.50 here. So pretty drastic movement. And when I sold off that 6,000, that was a stop loss. I actually didn't actively sell. I wasn't awake at that time, or I was awake at that time, but I wasn't actively monitoring at that time. And then my signals hit, and then I bought back at 5,400. So that's essentially what I've done so far right now. Yeah. So one of our lead analysts, Amal, actually predicted this. He's been telling everyone for the last 2.5 months that it's going to go down to 5,500. It's only a matter of time. It could go potentially as low as 5,200. Could go as low as potentially as 57, 58, and of course that psychological level 5,000. So obviously, pretty drastic step here. Pretty drastic step here, to say the least. But you know, that's just a reality of the situation. So we're gonna go back to CoinMarketCap and just give that a quick refresh. 9% down still. You know, nothing to cry about, but nothing to scoff at either, right? We all thought that this was going to be a downtrend in the entire community, anyways, but or in the entire space, anyways. But that's just how it is. That's just how it goes. Yeah, that's just it. So let's go over to XRP. And guys, if you have any questions, let me know. Feel free to ask in the questions over on YouTube. I do have some Twitter questions, but they're mostly about every time I go live, and we also stream simultaneously on Twitter and Facebook as well. So welcome to everybody over on Twitter and Facebook as well. We are completely live here, so no filters here. So we have our first question of the day, which is, Sneh, what are you wearing? What am I wearing? I'm wearing a red shirt. I hope that's provocative enough for you. I'm wearing red in vain because it's a red day in the market. Oh yeah, I'll show you actually what kind of shirt I'm wearing. This is I'm wearing a Wu-Tang Clan shirt because Bitcoin's nothing to mess with, right? Anyways, back to the markets here. So let's go over to XRP. XRP, BTC on Bittrex. Actually, before I do that, I don't want to keep wavering my thoughts here. But I wanted to show you guys the weekly and how that actually looks. So for the first time, I think in the history of this, but let's actually go to one with a little bit more market data here. Let's go to BTC, Bitfinex, the dollar. So yeah, it's been years since we've crossed this weekly 100-day moving average, but we did cross it. And what happens when we crossed it? We bounce right back off of it, right? So this is some serious downward pressure. And if we go back to BTC USD on Coinbase, you could see. Let's go back to the weekly. You could see we clearly crossed on the weekly. So what does that mean? I mean, I'm hoping for a bounce here. This is significant, if ever, if anyone is trying to buy Bitcoin for a long-term scale, that this is a significant indicator that we are bouncing off, or we are at least crossing into a space that is unknown to us. Predictions, TA, hypotheses, you know, when we cross down through the 100-week moving average, it's a huge indicator showing a change in trend or a change in pressure. So it's going to be really interesting to see what's going to happen at the end of November into the beginning of December. Because again, I drew this red line. This red vertical line is here for a reason. This red vertical line is when BACT is going to be launching. So this is and there's a lot of things that are coinciding with this back launch. There's new future contracts updates. There's a potential ETF being passed. We'll see. We'll see on the ETF, right? But there's a lot of things. There's a lot of catalysts that could push us into a bullish movement at the end of December, beginning of December, and the end of November. You know, quarter four, end of that quarter four. So remember, guys, you got to have patience in this space, and you gotta have foresight, and you have to have a little bit of experience. And if you guys are lonely in the crypto space, I know I've been into the space since 2010. I know I was super lonely. Not lonely as in like, yeah, let me cry in my bed lonely, but lonely as in I had no one to talk to about Bitcoin. So what we did is we started up the Advantage program, and there's a 14-day free trial, and of course, and let's see what else. Whoops. and there's also a Discord lounge as well. So we have a free Discord group. Feel free to join that at cryptosomniac.com/discord1. We're all chatting in there. It's been growing exponentially. We're going parabolic on that. And then if you really like the Discord group, you could join the Advantage program, which we have around 150 members, active members so far, where we talk about margin trading, stock picks, swing trades, long-term Bitcoin predictions, short-term calls, and you're able to check that out as well. So anyways, let's get back to the program here. All right. 7% on the crypto. Yeah, so we've Amal's been killing it lately. You know, making 15-20% calls. You know, in a bear market, which is rare. You know, it's all about accumulating that BTC. You should not be in a fiat mindset, in my personal opinion. At the end of the day, if you're in this space, you're speculative anyways. So what does that mean? That means you should be trying to accumulate or trying to gain or measure your gains in Bitcoin valuation, not in USD valuation, because USD valuation, we are in a bear market, but there's still Bitcoin to be gained in the bear market, right, guys? Yeah. All right. Dropping $100 every hour. Yeah, that's rough. That's super rough. ETH, USD. Let's go over to Ethereum. We're over on Coinbase on Ethereum. Let's double click that. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Look at this sell pressure. Look at this sell volume. That's a massive candle. Stoke RSI dropping hard. RSI, regular RSI, relative strength indicator is under 30, showing pretty oversold prices here. Wow, momentum still into the red. Just a bloodbath for Ethereum as well. And we had this red line, this horizontal red line, showing that $200 sideways movement that's been happening ever since around September, the beginning of September here. And that's a psychological level, but we always thought that this could hit to our low, to our relative recent low, right? And our relatively recent low is 179, which we broke past it, and then we kind of pumped, or 169 rather, and we pumped right back up above it, and we're kind of fluctuating right now. So if you look at this 4 hour, remember, different intervals give you different time scopes, right? If you are a long-term trader, you're more likely to look in that 12-hour, 4-hour daily interval. If you're a swing trader, you'd like to look at that 1 to 2 hour, you know, get in and get out within a few days. Or if you're a day trader, you look into that 30-minute, 15-minute, 5-minute intervals, and that's really key for margin trading. So Sia Coin, Sia Coin. What do you want me to say about Sia Coin? It's Sia Coin. What do you want me to say about Sia Coin? It's almost a $37 billion token supply, 37 billion token supply, and they have no cap on that. I really don't like cryptocurrencies that don't have caps. It just gives me lack of faith behind with the cryptocurrency foundation behind Sia Coin. I kind of like that max cap. I kind of like that circulating supply being a little bit lower. Sia Coin, again, is actually a used cryptocurrency, so it's definitely interesting to see Sia Coin still in the top 100 and still actually being used. People actually use Sia Coin, so that's one of the few products that is actually live on the top 100. You know, I think there's only like 30 or 40 products that actually work. Omise Go taking a beating, Zcash taking a beating. So we really don't have anything positive other than just standard coins here. TUSD, USD Coin, which is USDC, and of course we have Paxos, which is over on Binance, and those are staying remarkably stable. So congrats to all those stable coins out there. And Tether, of course, at 97 cents. Why the hell are people still using Tether? Why are people still using Tether? I have no idea why. Wow, Nasdaq coin, whatever that is. I'm not even going to look into that, but that's That's up 167%. I've never heard of that cryptocurrency. Spectre AI. There's a lot of manipulation going on there, and $20,000 of volume, that means nothing to me. So honestly, don't look too deep into that. Like I said from the get-go here, guys, everything follows the king. Everything follows the king. So let's go look at RSI Hunter. I like looking at RSI Hunter. I think this is a valuable indicator here. Oversold, almost everything is oversold. So we have LRC, which is loop ring. We have gas, which is extremely oversold as well. Nothing is overbought. Nothing of the top 100 cryptocurrencies of the major projects that is listed on our side, there's nothing that is overbought. Nothing, guys. That means there's no sort of trend divergence from Bitcoin. That means when Bitcoin goes down, everything, it takes everything with it. Bitcoin is still pegged to this entire market. I mean, let's go take a look at this dominance really quick. What's this Bitcoin dominance? At 53% right now. So, and especially exchanges, most people, most of these transactions are happening between altcoins and BTC. Not altcoins and USD. I'm not considering Ethereum as an altcoin, but not altcoins and USD, but altcoins and BTC. So is BTC's valuation, as people lose faith in the market and Bitcoin, what do people do? They take their altcoins and they transfer back into Bitcoin, right? And they try to pump into that Bitcoin. But as Bitcoin keeps falling compared to the fiat and pegged cryptocurrency market, that it's just a chain reaction that what's first to go is those altcoins. Altcoins get drained. When your stop losses hit on your altcoins, everyone goes back into Bitcoin, and then from Bitcoin, people go back into those pegged cryptocurrencies and back into those fiat currencies, and that's just how the market cycle really works. Just slow drain and slow pressure right back to it, right? Bitcoin dominance is coming to an end. I really don't believe that. I think Bitcoin dominance isn't coming to an end. I think Bitcoin dominance is still high and mighty. But the one thing that it really irks me is time and time again, Bitcoin Cash has manipulated the market over and over and over again. So I am proud to say today I've stop lossed 100% out of Bitcoin Cash. I've never been a big believer, you guys know that, but if you hold your convictions, if you do like that bigger block size, do I think institutions really care about bigger block size? I don't think so. But if you do like Bitcoin Cash, and hey, Bitcoin Cash is the future, is the standard, I think that, yeah, maybe you should hold on to some Bitcoin Cash. But for me, whether it be fork, hard fork, doesn't matter to me. I am completely out of Bitcoin Cash, and maybe I'll get back in if it's dirt cheap. But this Craig Wright and Roger Ver war is petty, and it's hurting the market. And as you know, Roger Ver, he's no chump, and neither is Craig Wright. They own thousands of Bitcoin, so they could drastically sway this price. They could drastically take all that money out of Bitcoin Cash and put it into Bitcoin, or vice versa, or take it back into fiat. They have that control. They have that power. Right? They have that total supply. All right. XRP will take over in the #1 spot. Potentially. I mean, it's barely #2 right now. Only by $20 million. But let's go take a look at XRP. So we have XRP on the daily here on Binance, staying remarkably stable compared to all the other cryptocurrencies, which I'm happy for. I'm really happy that this is actually relatively stable. It is relatively stable. I mean, that's I'm happy that actually is happening. We have the RSI still pretty high. I mean, it's pretty high compared to the Bitcoin dropping. The daily RSI below 20. That's crazy. I mean, that's drastic, guys. So 58 right now. Nothing too confirming on this. MACD on the daily. It looks like it's going to cross on the top. Probably will bounce back up and probably will gain some pressure as Bitcoin starts to level out and maybe correct back upwards, because right now this correction is huge, right? But that being said, yeah, let's see your other questions here. Stellar has a big token giveaway for new cryptocurrency users. Let's go take a look at XLM and then call it a day. And guys, please feel free to join the Advantage or, of course, the Discord group, cryptosomniac.com/discord1 to join the free Discord group, or cryptosomniac.com/CSA with our whole suite of services, access to all of our technical analysts, and of course our calls, our trade calls at cryptosomniac.com/CSA. So, and I am actually sticking to my guns here on XLM. I really do think XLM is going to go down a little bit. I mean, it pumped up really hard. Let's look at that 4 hour. Wow, that 4 hour staying pretty stable. So maybe it won't even get below 3,700. Maybe it won't even get below 3,700. But I have enough exposure into XLM that I feel a little bit safe. Yeah, so we have 3,400. That's kind of my buy order right now. But you know, as BTC starts to correct, we'll see how XLM does. But make sure you guys pay attention to this market, and honestly, communication. Discuss with people in the lounge. Discuss with your friends. If you have any crypto friends, I know a lot of people don't have crypto friends, and they are lone survivors out there. But feel free to join our group and talk it out with us. We're there pretty much 24/7. So yeah, that's about it. And yeah, I still think Stellar. My personal opinion is Stellar could still go down a little bit more. I think Stellar could get down to that $3,700 mark. At around 3,700. That's my bare minimum. I think it's going to go. I mean, let's look at this 1 hour or 2 hour. So it looks like it's actually gaining a little bit more speed here. But again, this could be just basic market cycles. If you look at this on the daily, it does look like we are headed down over the next couple days on Stellar. But that being said, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I may or may not be on again tonight. You know, it might be a three for Jason in the morning and me here tonight, or in the evening, and then late night, where the fun stuff happens late night, and you can follow my eyebrows there. But yeah, I really appreciate everyone joining the stream here. Make sure you keep your stop losses tight. Make sure you guys own your own private keys when you have Bitcoin Cash. I know there's a lot of places where they don't give you your private keys and don't support that fork. If you do, or if you are still holding on to your Bitcoin Cash, check out some of these wallets like blockchain.com and other wallets that actually provide you your private key, where even if an exchange doesn't support this hard fork, that you'll still be getting it. Anyways, that being said, I really do appreciate everything. Sneh, we better see you tonight. Ever think about a 24-hour Cryptosomniac stream? We did a charity stream last year for 24 hours, and it was so hard to talk about cryptocurrencies for 24 hours straight. But we raised a couple $1,000s for charity there to the water project, helping people get sustainable water out there. And yeah, so I really appreciate it, guys. Thanks again, and please feel free to join the Advantage 14-day free trial, or just join our free Discord group at cryptosomniac.com/discord1 or CSA. And please, guys, make sure to hit that subscribe button and smash that like button. Appreciate it, guys. Peace out, y'all.